What's going on, boys? So, quick story. A while ago, there was like a commercial on that had Charles Barkley, and I guess he made a mistake on the air, and he was like, and somebody asked him about it. He was like, "I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know what you're talking about, man." And he kept screwing up, and people bring it up, and they were like, "I don't know what you're talking about, man." And he was talking about how Michael Jordan would screw up, and he would just forget about it the next day. And the moral of that story is, you gotta have short-term memory. All the greats had short-term memory. So if you make mistakes on the field, make mistakes in training, and maybe you have a tryout and you made a mistake, the great players forget about that mistake and move on to the next play. Let's move on. I had a coach last summer. Like, players would make mistakes, and all you hear on the sideline was, "Move on, move on, move on." It's probably the best words you can hear after you make a mistake from your coach, and probably something you should say to yourself while you're playing, and you made a mistake. And I know it's hard sometimes if you like made a mistake and it caused your team the game. I know last season for me, we were down like 2-1, and we probably had a chance to come back or even tie the game, but I caused a foul in our half of the field, and they crossed it in, header, boom, goal. 3-1, we lost. Coach pissed at me. I mean, I screwed up. Yeah, I know that. I acknowledge that. I learned from my mistake, but in my head, I'm like, yo, move on. It's whatever. Next play, next game, next opportunity. That's what you got to take from those mistakes that you do. I know Ronaldo, he missed a couple penalties in big games, and he cried over it. Maybe that's why sometimes, there was one time he didn't take a penalty, because he usually misses at those times. But you know Ronaldo, he converts anyway because he moves on, and he's one of the greats right now. He don't care about mistakes. So yeah, to get over your mistakes, to move on from mistakes, you gotta have short-term memory. You can't really dwell on your mistakes, or else you're gonna keep making mistakes, and you're gonna be one of them players that always be bringing your team down. So yeah, have short-term memory.